Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be covering the 2X event that's going to be starting this weekend, and then also a small patch update that Plarium is talking about coming into the future. So we'll dive into that. We'll grade the offers. We'll get you all prepared for the weekend and what you need to know. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first things first, do not take this video as the 2X Sacred event launching. That is not true. You're going to want to wait until you see the aesthetic of the portal, and then when you click on the eye, you will see that the Sacred chance to summon legendary will go from 6 to 12. So as of me releasing this video, the event is not live yet. You're going to want to wait to pull those 2X Sacreds until it's actually live. And then also, I like to remind everybody to keep your expectations tampered a little bit. I see all sorts of raging posts on Reddit every time. It is important to remember that Sacred Shards are still 12%. They're not like 50% to get a legendary. So it is very possible that you pull 10, 15 Sacred Shards and you don't get a legendary, unfortunately. So do keep your expectations tampered. And remember to just have fun with it. Pull the shards, see what you get. And if you want to come do live summoning on my stream, I am happy to pull shards for viewers always. I add everybody to the queue, and I get to everybody that I can as fast as I can, and we have a lot of fun seeing what champions we are all getting together. And in terms of my top 3 that I want in this event, it is unchanged from the last 2X event. I want Vizier, Duchess, or Mashaled. That is the 3 non-void champions that I've been chasing for a long time now. Duchess is so amazing for me to have for the arena and the 3v3 and Demon Spawn, Faction Wars, all that type of stuff. Duchess would be amazing for me. Mashaled, obviously, same concept, amazing in Faction Wars and the arena. And then Vizier, I could do some fun things in terms of progressing my clan boss compositions and trying out versus different affinities and building different types of teams that I could really explore and try out, because right now I don't have the 2X Maneater required to build the be-all, end-all double Maneater comp. So it'd be a lot of fun to get Vizier, Duchess, or Mashaled for me. And feel free to let me know down in the comments who you are looking for in this event. I always enjoy reading what you guys say. And one encouraging thing to me is these 2X events seem to be coming a little bit more frequently. There used to be like 5 or 6 weeks in between 2X events, but we just had 2X Ancients a couple weeks ago. Now we're getting 2X Sacred, so it looks like the speed in which they are cycling through the different shards, they usually do go in a pretty predictable rotation. I don't think it's always perfectly predictable, but they do usually go Ancients, Sacreds, Voids, Ancients, Sacreds, Voids, and kind of rotate, shuffle through them in a certain order. I do think there's a couple times they didn't do the one we expected, but that is the normal rotation. And that used to take like 3 or 4 months for them to go through that cycle of all 3 shards. Now they're doing it in about 2.5 months. So the 2X events seem to be a little bit more common than they used to be, which I'm okay with. That's a good thing. More opportunities for the community to pull mass shards is more fun for everybody. So yeah, I'm on board with that, and I hope they continue to do these 2X events at the rate they are doing them currently. And then also, guys, down below, I will link to a post that Plarium sent out today. Pull that up here, and I won't bore you and read through this word for word, but I'll put it down below if you want to pull it up and read it word for yourself. But kind of the highlights to me when I was going through this is they're announcing update 2.12, a smaller but important arena-centered patch, and then some bug fixes that are going on. Now, we don't know exactly when the stuff is going to be going live. I would expect something to go live in-game before the end of the month. I don't think we're going to make it into September without any of these things going live. It's getting a little bit hard to follow. They teased like a massive champion rebalance that no one knows when it's coming. Then they've got like main patches and sub patches and 2.12 and 2.2, and everybody's kind of getting confused on what's coming out and when it's coming out. So I wish they would streamline things a little bit more. But in terms of what you need to know coming up soon, there is this post right here, and it's basically the most important things to me. Let me put this away here so I can show you. They're going to be lowering the cooldown in the Bazaar on the artifact chest that you can purchase. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So, all right, if we go to the Bazaar, this silver accessory right here that costs 200 to buy this accessory is going to be changing from 2 days to 1 day. Now, this is probably the most commonly bought thing for mid-game and end-game players. They're going to be reducing that from 2 days to 1 day, which I think is a good change. I don't know why it has a cooldown in the first place on a lot of this stuff. I mean, if you have the gold bars, let people spend them. So, or at least it should be a very short cooldown. Like, I understand you don't want people to hoard gold bars and then get to gold and buy 200 of these accessories. So I understand having a little bit of a cooldown, but it should be like an hour, like 60 minutes. Like why does it need to, like, I understand you don't want people to buy, like, scoop up tons of stuff right away, but even if this were a couple hours or something, that, I mean, it seems like overkill to make these things days. But yeah, that's one. But at least they're trending in the right direction and taking it from 2 days to 1 day. And they're also going to be addressing the AI bug. I've gone over this in previous videos, so I'm just going to quickly rehash it. But there's a bug where you can put in like level 1 champions, and you can manipulate the AI of like speed boosters like Arbiter to come in and attack your champion instead of using their turn meter boost. And you can manipulate the AI and kind of abuse that mechanic and win matches that you wouldn't have otherwise won. So they're going to be addressing that so that champions prioritize their right skill, even if your enemy has like a level 1 champion on the enemy team. And then obviously the thing that we have all been clamoring for them to address for, I mean, I think I can say over a year now, is the inactive accounts in lower tiers of the arena that newer players, mid-game players, have to slam their head against in the arena, going up against people with 250k champion power that have Sify, Rotos, Hegemon, and all these ridiculous champions. It sounds like that's finally going to be addressed coming up soon here, so that's obviously a huge deal, and I hope that gets done correctly. Then they also talk about the bug that kind of cropped up in the last few weeks here, where when you're looking through your artifacts, like in the filter tab and all that, sometimes artifacts will not show their upgrade level, their current rank. Like if you upgrade something to level 12, it'll just look like it's level 0, level 1, it's never been upgraded at all. So that's a bug that's been showing up. You have to actually click on the artifact to get it to show you what level it is currently, and it sounds like they've noticed that and they're going to be addressing that soon as well. It's just kind of a random bug that cropped up based on changes that have come in the game. Something caused that bug, but it looks like they're going to be addressing that. And then also, I'm not going to read through everything. Remember, like I said, I'll put this down below, but the last thing I do want to touch on, because it's pretty important, is the clan boss key is going to be removed from your key bank in your resource tab. It's going to be removed after the fight. So the most important thing when it comes to this is we're all kind of wondering if this is going to be abusable. Does this change how we test clan boss fights? You know, currently, if you're trying to test like an unkillable comp or something, you have to buy the gems to be able to constantly do these tests. Now, if we can like hard close the app or disconnect during the fight, is that going to let us reset the fight and restart it and try things again and we can just use the same key over and over and over? If so, I'm totally okay with that, because the clan boss is not PvP. It's not the arena. It's not like you can reset an arena match and retry if it's not going well. I'm totally cool with being able to reset a clan boss key. I don't think that's gonna hurt anybody because it's PvE and it's not PvP. So if that is the case, I think it's fine, and I hope they allow that to happen, because that'll make it a lot cheaper and a lot more realistic for players to test things in the clan boss without having to spend tons of money to do so. So that covers that, and now I want to give you a quick rundown of the tournaments and events and offers going on in the game and talk about plans as we move into the weekend here. So in terms of tournaments, not a whole lot. We just got done with a dragon tournament and then the arena tournament before that, and expect a champion chase tournament, something like that, to come with the 2x sacred event. That's probably going to launch on Friday. That'll probably be, they usually do it where it coincides with exactly the start time, so it can act as kind of a pseudo countdown. So expect some sort of champion chase type tournament with the 2x event, but currently no tournament to focus on. And then in terms of events, we've got a couple interesting ones. Artifact enhancement, you've got about a day and a half left on that, so you're going to want to keep an eye. And if you've got artifacts that you need to take to 16, now is the time to do it. Another good way to use the artifact enhancement event is upgrade some of those rares to level 8 or level 12 and see which ones are rolling the double speed or which ones are rolling a level 12% stat instead of a flat stat. Use it as a chance to see which artifacts in your bank are worth keeping. Artifact enhancement events are a great time to do that. And then also the champion training event. This is pretty steep. I've already done a fair amount of leveling, and I'm not even halfway. So we've only got 2 days left on this. I wonder if I'm even going to spend the resources necessary to do this. But when it comes to champion training, you can never go wrong leveling up your champions. So now is the time to do it. It does seem kind of tough to get to this point. So don't get discouraged. Just do what you can, and you can never go wrong leveling up your champions. And then let's fire up the offers. All right, so let's back out, go into here, and pull up the offer sheet. Okay, so what do we got here? $100 for this one's probably gonna be a little bit rough. $27.50 on the gems. $27.50 on the silver as well. And then 7 and 7. All right, 1.55. Yeah, this one is going to be a pass for me. This is going to be good for whales who need the books, but for people that are diligent, I would say to pass on this one. Okay, and then moving into the double XP pack. This one's probably good for people that are getting low on those XP banner boosts. And it's probably just all right for everybody else. Let's plug it in here. We've got 600k, 600 gems, and then 10 energy refills and 10 days of XP. So yeah, it's gonna be a 2.35, a pretty solid offer. If you're getting down to either no XP or like a week or two on your XP left, this is a really good offer, and you're gonna get a lot of value for it, especially if you're still farming XP every day, if you're in the campaign a lot. If you're not in the campaign a lot and you've got lots of XP banners stacked up, let me remove those and show you what it is in that case. Yeah, you've got a 1.33. So if you're totally stacked up on XP, probably a pass on this one. If you need the XP, it's a pretty good offer. Then the mix pack and the 6-star, $35 for the lifesteal. That's too expensive on that one. And remember, with 2x Sacreds coming up, if you are the type of person to spend money on raid, if you're looking to spend money, you may want to be diligent for the next couple days and see what types of offers come in the shop for Sacred Shards. But usually, Sacred Shard offers are the worst offers that Plarium puts out, in my opinion. The Void ones and Ancient ones can be decent in the right event, depending on their mood and what they release. But the Sacred ones are usually like one Sacred Shard for $30, and then they throw in some gems or something. So the Sacred offers are typically the worst ones they do, in my opinion. But you do want to be diligent and careful about your spending for the next couple days until we actually see that go live and we can see what offers are coming out, so you don't spend too much now and then don't have any for the event. But let me put that away, and yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Just remember, 2x Sacreds are going to be launching this weekend on Friday, but it is not live as of me doing this video, so do keep that in mind and be careful about that. And that's gonna do it. I'm gonna go off to stream, so if you're watching this video when it first comes out, I am probably live right now, and I hope to see you there and come hang out and say hi. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.